Hi guys, Ashley here, also on Stage League fan. I'm back today with my new video, bringing back the Overhated character series. I'm not quite finished. After this, I only have 3 more characters to do once I'm finished with this character, so please bear with me. I try to make sure I can give out as much content as I can to my subscribers, but the character that I'm going to talk about today is Jenny Humphrey from Gossip Girl. I made a video about her before, very, I think, when I first started this channel. I made a video about Jenny. But let me do another one because I saw her on the overhated characters who didn't deserve to be overhated, and I absolutely agree. So I'm gonna be talking about why I believe she doesn't deserve all the hate that she gets. So let's talk about Jenny. I won't disclaimer. I'm not gonna be going down toe to toe through everything. Just gonna make sure I can talk about the things that were like a big deal with her character. So this video isn't that long. Disclaimer over. But on to Jenny. Season 1, Jenny is very, she's 14, she's young, she's naive. She's just a regular high school girl trying to find her place in the crowd that she fits in with. And she wants to be popular. She wants to be like Blair. And eventually she gets to be introduced into this world. What I really love about Jenny's character is that this is a character driven on ambition and acceptance. She has this ambition to be a top designer, to have friends, to be the queen, to have everything that everybody else, that Blair has, Chuck has, Nate has, Serena has, to what they have. She wants that for herself because she feels like she's worked very hard to have that, and I absolutely think that she did work hard. I feel like all her manifesting came true in the end. So she's just young, trying to figure out where she fits in, which is a relatable thing. We were all 14 back in the day, and we all, well, not back in the day because I'm not old, I'm only 19, but we were all 14 one time in our lives, and we all just wanted to have that group of friends that understood us, that understands our personalities. Our personalities might not be the same, but when we all gather together, it just matches like fire. It just goes together like fire. It just, boom, it happens. And she didn't want that. But in the waking of her trying to be accepted by a group of friends, she loses her way. She forgets that she isn't from this world, and that no matter how many times she can try to hide it, she'll never have what the other girls have in that short period of time. So she kind of loses the respect of her dad and Dan in that position, but she honestly grows the respect back by trying to find out who she is. So she signs up for an, what was it, internship for fashion design with Eleanor Blair, at with Blair's mom. So this is season 2 Jenny. I feel like season 2 Jenny is the best Jenny in my opinion. I love season 2 Jenny. I kind of hate that her storyline was really cut shortly. It would, they developed it for a good period of time, but I feel like they could have had gone further with it in season 2, because then she just became a background character, just helping support the other storylines. And come on. But season 1 Jenny was really good. I really thought that she helped carry that season on her back, and I thought season 1 was a really good season for Gossip Girl. I thought she was a really good character. Her feud with Blair is definitely really good. um but season 2 Jenny is the best Jenny. I feel like this is again when we see her other character trait of being driven by ambition and trying to just find a path for herself. Like, Dan has something. What is she gonna have? Like, she wants fashion, so she's gonna try her best to get fashion. She wants to be a fashion designer, so she started cutting classes. She wants to be homeschooled now. She's lying to her dad about not going to school because she wants to desperately be a fashion designer. She worked really hard for her dresses, and Eleanor tries to take credit for her designs by passing off as hers when it's not. So Jenny decides to leave Eleanor Designs, which I think was a good idea because who the hell? What? Eleanor starts taking credit for her designs, and she meets this girl Agnes, but things don't turn out the way she wants to, because once Jenny finds out that Agnes is not really putting in the work to make their company happen, she decides to go in business for herself, and she starts to find out that she needs to be emancipated, needs to be of age to make the business happen. So Agnes burns all her dresses. Her one chance to get people to notice her, Agnes burns all her dresses. She ends up being homeless, not having a home, and then she goes to start living with Eric and Serena and them. And then she realized that maybe going back home and starting over again is the best thing for her. So that's season 2, Jenny, which I thought was really good. I thought her season 2 storylines were like really great. They did a good job by making her just find a path, and I really loved her rebel stage. I thought, like, I don't even think it was even rebel. I think it was just her, like, her finding her path, like her just working really fucking hard to get what she wanted out of life. Just like I said, just manifesting what she wants and just making it happen. Like, not just dreaming, making the dream happen, even if she has to be emancipated. If she has to run away from home to make that happen, she made it happen. And I really love that about fucking Jenny, is that she was just really a go-getter. She never let people keep her down, not even her dad. Rufus was so fucking irritating. Like, I feel like he made every situation even worse for no reason. Like, why would you go there? Like, I understand her crashing a big party, but when you see that, if I was a parent, I saw that, oh my god, my daughter is making these dresses and she wants this for herself, I would be supporting her dream and helping her find what she can do to make sure she can get that. Like, maybe we should be enrolling her in more fashion schools, looking at fashion schools, looking at people that she can get in contact with. Can she get herself into a magazine? Like, things like that. I was trying to help Jenny out, but her dad just had to make every situation into a big problem, and it didn't need to be. Season 3 Jenny is where we get to the frustration of her character. And I feel like I've never, for one, I love Jenny. She's probably my top 2 favorite character in the show. I never understood or never got why the show tried to make her this villain or villainize her in this way. But honestly, I feel like if you pair her up with the others, I feel like what she does is nowhere near what Serena does, or hell, much as I love Blair and Chuck, what they do to people is nowhere near that. No. I mean, she's never really done anything that horrible to anyone. Now that I think about it, it was just never anything that horrible. Not to me. I just never bought into that about her character. But season 3 Jenny is where the frustration starts to grow. So she becomes Queen Bee, and that really isn't that focused on that much because it's like only a couple episodes when she's like in school, and then that's focused. But it wasn't. They didn't really make it as big of a deal as they did in season 2 with her being the queen. She meets this guy Damon. She starts selling drugs. That was just, I don't know why they did that with my girl Jenny. She tries to break up Serena and Nate out of nowhere. Why? And then when I watched season 3 today, I just finished season 3 today for like, I don't even know how many times I watched Gossip Girl. I don't know. I'm rewatching the show again. And they say that she tried to break up Rufus and Lily. When she didn't, she told William that he should leave town. William manipulated Serena and Lily into going with him to leave town. That's what happened. She tried to save her dad, but not trying to make him find about what he did. I don't understand why they try to make her look like the villain at the end of season 3. Like, it rubbed me the wrong way. I was just so infuriated hearing that. Like, I don't understand why they did that, but it rubbed me the wrong way. So no, she didn't try to get Rufus and Lily to divorce each other. If anything, it's weird that Rufus was I don't know, going into other women's hotel rooms, that's just weird. Even though you're still married, you're gonna go into someone else's hotel room. What do you expect someone to think when that's just all innocent? No, it's not. Or the fact that he didn't get upset that Lily was about to get ready and flee the country with her ex-husband and just ready to be a family with him again. Like, nothing ever happened on why they got divorced. Like, that didn't bother you, but your daughter helping him get a way to solve the issue is the problem. She's blamed for that. Like, I just don't get it. And then she sees for Chuck. She loses her virginity to Chuck. And this was just so stupid. Like, honestly, I feel like Jenny, her character, went through the ringer with this show, and they did not do her character any justice. They constantly put her through the mud, put her through the floor, and she just didn't deserve it. Honestly, I feel like underneath all that, Jenny is a sad character. Like I said, she has no friends. She has no one to really lean on, depend on. Her mom's away. Like, she doesn't really have anyone. Like, her dad's neglectful. He only pays attention to her when she's acting out. He doesn't give her any time of day when she's not acting out. Like, Dan's a terrible brother. Like, everyone's just neglectful about how she feels, and just realizing that she's a teenage girl and that you need to understand teenage girls in order for us to give a fuck about what you have to say. If necessarily, if I can put it into the words, that's what I think. I feel like it's not just all about PMS and our cycles and the body image. It's just everything. Because when you turn into a teenager and you're going through puberty, everything is heightened. Like, everything is heightened. Everything is changing. Our emotions is starting to change. Our body is starting to change. Just everything when you're a teenager is starting to change. And it's like, you don't even try to understand that. You just think it's just teenage rebellion. Like, and that's just not it all the time. So I feel like Jenny is a character that, honestly, the show treated her like shit. And it kind of sucks that she gets all this hate for things that characters like Lily, I would say, done more terrible shit than Jenny. But whatever, I guess. I still love Jenny. I honestly feel like she's definitely a top 3 character in the show. And there is nothing that they can do that's going to make me change my mind about her being a victim. She's not a villain, she's a victim. So, there it is about Jenny. My next character is going to be on Marissa. Marissa Cooper will be next because she's another character that I feel like went through a lot of shit. And we're going to discuss it. So, thanks for listening to my channel and could be ready for the next video about Marissa.